Kwame Mensah, also known as BK, was a truck driver who had been on the road for nearly 30 years. He was famous for two things: his driving skills and his love for women. Every night, whenever he stopped in a village, he found a new woman to spend time with. He made promises he never kept, leaving many women heartbroken. One night, Kwame was driving through a quiet village called Obonsu. The road was dark, and the only sound was his truck's engine. Suddenly, he saw a woman standing by the side of the road. She was wearing a white cloth that shone in the moonlight. She was beautiful, with dark skin and big, bright eyes. Something about her felt different, but Kwame didn't think much of it. "Where are you going?" he asked, slowing down. "I need a ride to Obonsu," she said in a soft but serious voice. Kwame smiled. "That's where I'm going. Hop in." She got into the truck, and a sweet, strange smell filled the air. As they drove, they talked. She said her name was Adwa and that she was a widow visiting her late husband's family. Kwame, as always, started flirting. "You are too beautiful to be alone," he said, grinning. She only smiled and looked at him without speaking. When they got near Obonsu, she placed her hand on his leg. "Let's stop here for a while," she whispered. Kwame, excited, pulled over. The night was silent except for the sound of crickets. He leaned in to kiss her, but the moment their skin touched, everything changed. Her hand became ice cold. Her eyes lost their warmth. "Kwame Mensah," she said, her voice suddenly deep and strange. "Do you know how many women you have left crying by the roadside?" Kwame froze. He had never told her his full name. She grabbed his wrist, and her fingers felt sharp like claws. His heart started beating fast. "Do you remember Okojua from Asamankis?" she asked. Kwame gasped. He remembered Okojua. She was a young girl he had promised to marry but abandoned when she got pregnant. She had taken her own life in sorrow. Who are you?" Kwame stammered, his body shaking. Adwa leaned close. Her face turned pale and lifeless, her lips dry and cracked. "I am the spirit of all the women you used and left behind," she whispered. "And tonight, you will pay." Suddenly, the truck started moving on its own. The doors locked shut. The headlights blinked wildly, and strange laughter filled the cabin. The truck sped toward the forest, but Kwame was not driving. He struggled to control the wheel, but it twisted on its own. The trees rushed past, their branches reaching for him like hands. "Help me!" Kwame screamed, but no one could hear him. Just as the truck was about to hit a huge tree, everything went black. The next morning, villagers found Kwame's truck crashed at the edge of the forest. The windshield was broken, and the front of the truck was badly damaged. But Kwame was still sitting inside, frozen in fear. His eyes were wide open, and his face looked like he had seen a ghost. A village healer touched his forehead. "He is alive, but his spirit is broken," she said. Kwame was carried back to the village, but he never spoke again. He never drove again. And he never chased another woman. As the villagers walked away, a woman's laughter echoed through the trees. Some believed it was Adwa's spirit. Others said it was the ghost of all the women Kwame had wronged. But one thing was sure, Kwame Mensah was never the same again. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more captivating tales from Esther's Folktale.